Hi guys, welcome to another video. I'm still in Liwa since yesterday. If you have missed the last video, I arrived at Liwa, which is in Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates yesterday, to have a look at this huge sand dune and to witness how 4x4 enthusiasts just race up that sand dune. And that was just incredible. I don't know how to describe it, but definitely check out that video. So I have camp set up already behind me. So I was here with some friends. We arrived yesterday evening, had a nice relaxed evening around the campfire, and they left earlier today. So it's only me today, and it means that we have time to make a cook up. Today I'm making chicken cordon bleu. So let's get to cooking. So this is a half-kilogram chicken breast. I will use all of it. But then this depends really on how it is. So sometimes it's one chicken breast and there is a piece next to it. So we need to have really the chicken breast itself, because we need a thin slice, because we will roll it during the process. So we will cut this open and see what we have. And to avoid washing hands, just to save a little bit of water. So we arrived yesterday at this campsite. I stayed yesterday, today, and I'm staying tomorrow as well. So definitely need to save on water. So that's the main reason why I use gloves. You know what? I will also put a plastic wrap around this board, because I also want to avoid washing it. Plastic wrap is a fantastic product. The only thing is it's tricky to deal with. Hopefully I can do it without any dramas. That is the best time I have done this. Might be also the quality of the film itself. So we have indeed one big chicken breast, so this will need to be sliced in half. And I have a small piece, so I'll just cook this aside. So what we have now, we have the two pieces, and the thickness is different. So you have one fat side and you have one thin side. So I will just pat them a little bit so that they are more or less even. And I will also cut the small piece here, because that also will not work. So I will cut this around. So this should help me when I roll it. So now I will use the film itself that I have. I will use just my big knife to pat it. So I don't want to pat it too much, because otherwise it will tear apart, which we don't want. Okay, let's see what we have now. And definitely we are going to wash the board. Okay, that should work. Let's see. And of course, flies are here. The goal now is that we put our slices in. So cheese and slices of ham, I'm using beef, and then roll it, and then we'll do the dipping and keep them aside until we have the fire, because I'm cooking this on the fire. When doing chicken, I have to clean on the go, otherwise flies will be a big issue. I will get the bowls where we will have our flour, egg mix, and then the breadcrumbs. I will have them ready here, because everything will happen pretty quickly, and then I will just wrap these and put them in a bag so that we can have everything cleaned again, and then we can get busy with the fire. I'll just use this here, 2 and 3. So some flour. By the way, now it's around 4 o'clock and in the afternoon. And in the background, I can already hear the cars getting ready, of course, warming up to climb the dune. So once it's cooler, let's say in the late afternoon, they get ready to start going up the dune until tomorrow morning. So that was some flour, And now we do breadcrumbs, just plain breadcrumbs. Of course, here you can season if you like. So you can season the flour, you can season the breadcrumbs, but I will not do at the moment. Breadcrumbs that much, I think it's more than enough. I will season the chicken itself, so I will season here, and I will not season the flour or the breadcrumb. So I will make all of my seasonings on the chicken itself. So simple, just salt and pepper. I will also hit it with some chili. Now we get the egg and the remaining ingredients from the fridge, and I will have a plastic bag ready, so once we roll it and then dip it, I will just keep them in the plastic bag. Look at that, really small. So we will add the slice of beef, and then cheese, and then beef again, and then we will roll it. At least that's the plan. Let's see how this translates. I'm using slices of Gouda cheese. So I will start with the beef. So strips, I will put that in. 1, 2, nicely. And then I will hit it with cheese. So that's better. And then again, 2 pieces on top. I really hope that I can roll this. And this is a long one, so we will make it like this. And then for the cheese, we can, that's a tricky one, so we can do this. And I didn't touch the chicken, so I can do that. And then I add, yeah, okay. And more, because we can, and we should. Let's roll. By the way, it's my first time to do that, so don't judge. I mean, it looks pretty similar to what I have seen in the video. Let's try with the big one. Let's see how that rolls. Okay, so that one actually has extras, which I will cut and somehow maybe can stuff them inside. Yeah, why not? That works. Okay, check this out. Let's start dipping. First, flour. So I will always keep a good hold on it, otherwise it will just fall apart. There is a tip also that you can use a toothpick in case that it's not holding together. And then egg wash. Oh boy. Okay, still together. And it's pretty slippery. Okay. We have managed step 2 so far. Breadcrumbs. Okay. That's how it looks after the free station dipping. And that was the difficult one, so that should be much easier. Now we have practiced, so number 1, cordon bleu, number 2, cordon bleu, and time to get rid of the gloves. And just like that, back to clean hands. That feels nice. I will close this one. And now we clean in 1, 2, 3. And just like that, everything is back clean. So next to the cordon bleu, I will make some rice. I will make the rice on the stove, and the cordon bleu, we will cook it on the campfire. By the way, I have made some arrangements since last time, and now I have these containers just to keep my things organized. So I have one for oats, rice, and flour, so 3 of these. So that is a half cup. Almost the first time that I measure something at camp. Now let's rinse this. I would rinse it twice. Last time when I rinsed it once, I can taste the starch, and it was not nice. And add water. So that's 1 cup of water, this much. Perfect. I'll cover that. Just add some salt. Good. So once this comes to a boil, I'll just simmer and give it about 12 minutes to 15 minutes. Now let's talk about the cooking on the fire situation, so how we are going to do that. So I'm going to show you a piece of kit that I have got, that I will use it for the first time, and that is the main intention why I bought it. It creates an oven on the fire. If you have seen some of my older videos, I kinda tried to make a DIY solution when I was baking a bread on the fire. That was one of my previous videos. I succeeded, but it was a lot of hassle. It was not easy. So I wanted to check how I can do it with a Dutch oven. So I got one, and that is what I'm using today for the chicken. So let's set it up. And definitely we're using the tripod today because we want to control the heat. So I cannot just put it in one level. So I will have the tripod set, and then by that we can control the elevation where I put the Dutch oven. So controlling the heat basically. I will put on the wind guard because when I will simmer, this breeze going on will definitely kill my flame. I just noticed that the wind killed the flame, so I always need to keep an eye on that because that's not safe. It doesn't have a safety that it kills the gas when the flame is off. It has been a while since I have put this bad boy on. So tripod is set. I will now prepare the firewood. So definitely need to add the wind guard. And that is the Dutch oven that we are going to use. So it has a lid on top so that I can put charcoal on top, so it creates a sort of an oven. It's quite big for my use today, so I hope that it will cook properly, but let's see. So what I will do now, I will put some oil and I will put the chicken, and then it will start cooking from the bottom basically. And once I have some coals, I will cover it and then I will top it up with some coals, and that's the logic behind creating an oven on the campfire. This is now getting very hot quickly, so what I will do, I will raise it for sure. So as you can see already, I have some chars that will give actually very nice flavor. So now I'll just cover it. I will rotate it because of course it's not even cooking, so I will just rotate it to make sure that it is more or less even on all sides. Okay, that is screaming hot. Those Mickey Mouse handles that came with it, I don't think they will work. Now these are some serious gloves. Basically welder's gloves, so that it can handle this heat. Okay, that's working. All around me, 4x4 cars up and down the dunes. Just hearing these roars of the engines, it's a lot of fun and a lot of adrenaline for them. Unfortunately, yesterday there was already 2 burnt vehicles, and that might be electrical issues or something overheats, and because of this is a lot of modifications done on the vehicles, and They are also pushing the limits of the vehicle going up this steep dune. I have no clue actually how long it has been already in there because I was just busy trying to sort out everything. But I definitely need now to check on the bottom and the internal temperature just to see. So I got this simple thermometer. We are looking for 74 degrees Celsius internal temperature for the chicken. No way. It's 74 and actually it's passing 74, 75. 75. This is cooked. That's done. Off the heat. Check this out. For me, this is perfect. I love the char. The small piece got a little bit of a sticking. The big piece is beautiful. That is the big piece. Just beautiful. I just put a small piece of charcoal here and I'll bring some bukhor. That gives pretty nice fragrance in the air and also helps reduce the flies. I mean, the smell of this cordon bleu is phenomenal. I didn't smell chicken that good for a long time. And to be honest, I just eat basic ways to cook chicken, like just throw them in the oven at home and so on. And I never do this type of meals, but this is, it just smells incredible. I will bring in some sauces just to go next to it, and I will bring a knife to cut it in half so that we can have a look. I actually want to try with the mustard. The rice is not cooked enough. Okay, I will actually cut the big one and see. It looks, you have to see this. I mean, if I can do that at camp, you can do that definitely anywhere, at your camp or at home. Insane. And look at the color on both sides. For the first time, I am so happy. Okay, now we taste. I'll just taste without anything first. That's what I was afraid of. This tastes insane. This is insane. Best dish by far so far that I have made. Look, I don't know. The cheese, the slices of beef, the chicken, the char that come from the cast iron, it's a combination I cannot describe. I'm not even adding mustard. I mean, this is insanely delicious, as is. Guys, that's it for this video. I'm going to smash this, of course, only half of it because that's too much, and I will keep the other half for tomorrow. But stay tuned. tomorrow or after tomorrow, I'm going to do the first bike ride on the channel. So actually the first bike ride also in Liwa track. I'm going to check out that track tomorrow or after tomorrow, and soon you will see that video. Stay tuned. Thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, do all the good stuff if you enjoy the content, and I'll see you in the next video. I was actually... Now let's talk about... So